Harry, how long have you been using the Centynal, Diacon, and PBO on your corn?
I guess this past year was 3 years, I think, is what it was.
You start off just treating wheat, right?
Yes, I started off with wheat, then of course we went right on into corn when the corn season come in, and then milo also. So we use all three of them, and they've been real well. They've done a real good job.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend myself as cutting one of the steps out. I would just, I'd rather bite the bullet and do all three and not have to worry with it.
So when you say all three, you mean Centynal, Diacon, and PBO?
And the PBO-8, yep.
Well, we're standing right here where you apply it. Show us, maybe take that apart a little bit and show us how you do it.
We was trying to think, before we done this, we was trying to think of a good way to get a good spray on all the grain that we have. And we actually began with putting it in the elevator, or thinking about putting it in the elevator and let it go up in the buckets. But we knew from we could not get a good coverage with that, so it's just going to get the top of the bucket. So we decided we wanted to go in our auger. We knew it was churning, so we just built a little box to go on top of the auger. Got it where we can take it out and clean the tip whenever needed. It does get built up on it, as you can see, but a lot of times it's a lot worse than this, but it don't affect the spraying. The spray still comes out real good. Even though it's got some stuff built up on it, it keeps it washed off pretty good.
Now,
so,
what about your tank and all? What do you, what type of tank do you use?
Well, we decided, if we getting in 40 or 50 loads a day, we knew we needed to get something big enough that we wouldn't have to be steady mixing up. So we went with a 60-gallon tank, and it works real well. We try to put out our 5 gallons of liquid per 1,000. And right now I've got it set pretty close to where it'll get to 5 gallons at least. And but the tank, I had a local man here at a chemical company help me design this thing, and he got the parts for me. But I don't remember what it cost, to tell you the truth. But it works.
But it gets the job done.
It gets the job done. Good. I've actually got 2 of them set up so I can use both pits at any time. One thing I did do last year, I had some grain in one of these funnel bins, which I can move it around anywhere I want to now. But I actually put a tip inside the box over here on that far bin down there. And like if I wanted to retreat this bin here for some reason, I could turn it on, put the tip over there, and retreat.
Or like
and just move it from this bin, say, to that bin,
Well, like if a farmer brought in some grain that had contaminated with bugs, you could put it into there and treat it, or you could treat it over here going in that way.
I would treat it there, and then of course we'd have to watch it and make sure we kill them. And if we didn't have a good kill, which I don't see why you wouldn't, but if we for some reason we didn't, we can move it.
Right. And prior to putting any grain in your bins, you use Centynal and Diacon, or just